Hi. All right. So today's Friday, June 21st. Reporting to you from Maine, as usual. I guess you can kind of tell by the parrot situation. As you can see on my last video, my mom commented it. It is actually from Mexico. It's older than me, and it's paper mache. I said it was plastic. I was wrong. Thanks, Mom. Anyway, I just wanted to make an update. A lot of this has been going on. So first things first, I just joined a gym up here. I'm not sure how much longer I'll be up here. I know at least through the summer, depending if I get a job or not. But it's 13 miles round trip on bike. It's actually quicker than driving. So I've been, all right, Izzy is just going to be a constant fixture in my videos. Hey, do you want to say hi? Come here, say hi. No, she's not going to say hi. She says come meet her. Anyway, so I joined the gym and I'm feeling really good. Just having some exercise. My emotional and physical health has been great, surprisingly, considering it's been a month since I graduated and I still don't have a job yet. But I have a lot of things going on, so that's what really matters. First thing was a couple weeks ago I went to the American College Health Association conference. Their annual conference actually was in Boston. And when I had my meeting with my endocrinologist earlier in May, he invited me to come speak with him. So his name is Dr. Spack. He's out of Children's Hospital in Boston. He's also a professor at Harvard. And he had me be his guest of honor, aka his student, to talk about trans care in a college environment. So I had a very interesting experience in college, mostly positive, so I got to share some thoughts on that. There was one point at which he turned to me talking about facial hair, and he asked me how often I need to shave. Fact of the matter is, I did just shave. I can grow some beastly sideburns, but other than that, my family's not so big on the facial hair. I'll blame it on genetics, so it was kind of funny. I was like, oh, don't have really much experience with that, considering it's been almost 4.5 years on T, but so it goes. It was just an awesome dialogue. Great conversation, so I'm really glad that I went to that. It was really fun. So happy that I was there. Even some nurses from Skidmore were there, which was really cool. Secondly, I just got back from the Philadelphia Trans Health Conference, which was a week ago. It was Thursday through Saturday, and I've never been before. I signed up to have half a table to exhibit my rehumanizing project that most of you guys have seen, which I got a lot of people sign up that are interested in. I'm probably going to close submissions for that project. I've got 2 deadlines at the end of July and 1 at the end of November. So that was awesome. And not only that, but I was tabling next to Aiden, who is Alliance Fear on Alliance Fears on YouTube. I'll put a little link to him below, and I'll show a picture of us right here. So that was really awesome meeting him. Him and his wife, Jenny Lee, were just the nicest folks. You may have seen them on the MTV It Gets Better project. Just the nicest people, and he sells t-shirts. I got one, actually. He was wearing this one day, and I was like, all right, I want that one. So I will put a link to his t-shirt company below. It's Stealth Transwear for trans guys, or transwear, stealth, clothing for trans guys, which was awesome. And not only that, but I met so many amazing people. I was also next to the cupcake folks, a Wonderland of Cupcakes, I believe is what they're called in Philadelphia. Just the nicest people. It was awesome to be next to, sandwiched between Aiden, just this really positive guy, as well as Cupcakes. We drew a lot of people over to our area and met a lot of really great folks. So I got pictures taken with a lot of really, really awesome people. Some who have seen me on YouTube, others who I've talked to for a really long time, and just meeting them in person. So I got really close with this guy Eli. He's really, really awesome. Another guy, Kane. So I'm not going to really show pictures of a lot of the people that I met and interacted with, just because I don't know how open they are, but I will say that I made a lot of friends really quickly, and got to hear from parents and from younger folks who watch my videos. So hey to you all that I met there. It was great meeting you and your parents, and I just loved it. The sense of community was incredible, and while I was there, I actually got to have some really great conversations with some older people there, and realized that I may actually want to go back to graduate school to get my master's in social work, mainly because I think while I was thinking of getting my MFA in drawing, photography, or painting, and becoming a teacher of art, but what I actually am the most passionate about is really helping out in the LGBT community, doing community education. I would love to lead groups, and talking to folks who have their MSW, just seeing the sort of work they do, it seems like a very versatile degree and really could lead me to the things that I've already been doing and that I really want to continue doing. So that was just a very big eye-opening moment for me, and I'm very, very happy that I went and got to have such extraordinary conversations. I went to a couple workshops. I strongly recommend checking out the Philadelphia Trans Health Conference. It'll be in June of next year. It's free to attend, so while it was expensive for me to drive down, I got to stay with one of Anna's really good friends. Thank you, Emma, if you ever see this. Your house is awesome, and it was great staying with you. So just wanted to give big thanks to everyone I met there and just the awesome time that I had. It was some of the best 3 or 4 days of my life, so I'm really glad I went. And I actually, my good friend Riley pointed out to me in a video I made when I was 1 year, 8 months on T, I'll put a link to it below, around 7 minutes and 40 seconds in, I say, being transgender, I'm proud of who I am, but it's not a cool thing. That's a direct quote. And then I also said, if I could have chosen, I wouldn't want to be trans if I had a choice in the matter. So yeah, I was younger back then. I was still living somewhat stealthily, and I wanted to clarify a bit about my thoughts on being trans, especially after being in 2 really great environments and communities recently. That I am proud of who I am, and part of that is being trans and being out about being trans and the work that I do in this community. So I want to make sure that folks know I am not embarrassed at all about being trans. I no longer believe what I said about if I could have chosen I wouldn't want to be trans. While it's something that I don't recommend transitioning unless you really, really feel that way, and I'm sure you all really know my beliefs on that, I think that I wouldn't really change my journey. I think that I have become so much more aware of myself, and I've joined this amazing community. So many wonderful opportunities have happened. Overall, I'm very happy with my body, with where it's at now. I'm very happy with my identity, and I'm really proud of myself for how I've gotten there. So being trans is no longer something I'm ashamed of or I am not proud of. I'm definitely proud of it. So I hope you all can see that. So that's happening. Third on my bullet point list, I had to make a list of bullet points because so much is going on, but I don't want this video to be 12 minutes long like all my other ones, although it probably will end up being that long. I did create a WordPress blog, and right now I've published an essay and a poem on there. It's listed under my name, Skylar Kurgel. I actually bought the domain skylarkurgel.com, .org, .info, and .net. I guess I could buy them all for really cheap, although I haven't linked up any of my stuff to that domain name. I am working on this blog, this WordPress blog, and eventually I will transition it over to just being my website. But please go check it out. I'm going to be publishing essays and writings on there, some of which are transition related, other of which are not. But I do have an about section and a contact section, which just make my information a little bit easier to find because the YouTube interface is kind of hard. So yes, I do have a Facebook page. You should go like that. I'm close to 6,000 likes on there, so I'd love if I could get to an even number. Been like dwindling in the 5,900, which is great, which is awesome. And I do go on there a lot, so definitely check that out. Check out my blog. I'd love feedback on my essays and my poems as I start to put them up and write them, especially as I gear up to write my book. The WordPress blog also makes it easier for folks to contact me about speaking engagements or performances. I've had several universities and colleges contact me to come give lectures or be a keynote in October and November of this coming fall, which is so exciting. And that's really something that I'm very, very into doing. So if you think your organization or college might be interested in having me be a speaker, you know, I can speak about a lot of things, but mainly I'm just a very positive person who can talk about my own trans experience as well as just general topics and such, as you've seen from my Glisten speech, hopefully. So booking for speaking, awesome. So I think that site's going to be a really great place for you to go to find out what's really going on, what my writings are looking like, as well as various ways to contact me. So definitely check it out. Lastly, this deserves a whole video in and of itself, but I am self-recording a lot of my songs. We're going to work on basements actually after this. I just recorded all in my head with a lot of layers, and it's just coming out so crisp. I think eventually I will launch a Kickstarter campaign because I want to work through cdbaby.com. I don't know if you guys have seen that. I think it's CD Baby, and maybe CD Daddy. No, I think it's CD Baby. But I want to actually design and have a tangible CD for folks other than just going through Bandcamp. So I will likely start a Kickstarter campaign for that as I start, you know, getting my songs a little better recorded. Once I get at least 3 down, maybe I'll start that, because if I raise enough funds, I could, with the money up front, I could then give CDs for people who back. You know, I could sign in, mail it out to you, tangible copies, as well as some other perks. So I'm working on that. So definitely keep in tune with that, because I really would like to have something tangible by the end of the summer before I start something full-time and go off into the world. And who knows when I'll have the time to really sit down and record, but I still will, and I'll still be writing. So anyway, I just wanted to say life is going great. This video is so long. Oh, I'm sorry. But I had a lot of information to get out there, and I just wanted to say thanks again, everyone who I met at the Trans Health Conference. It was extraordinary, and I'm feeling so good. I've been traveling around a bit, and that was definitely my favorite stop so far. I just cannot express how great the community is there. And for everyone, I strongly recommend checking it out. I realize some folks live far away, but because of the free the free registration attendance, I'd say it was one of the best places I've ever been. So that's it for now, but I hope everyone's doing well. It's the summer, and I will be updating soon. I've got a couple other topics that I definitely want to reflect on, so get ready for that. And thank you all so much for your continual support. Yeah, that's it, but I hope everyone's doing well, and I am just sending lots of positive vibes and love out to you. So take care, and I will be back very soon. All right, peace.